A lot of us, we really leave a lot of money on the table with not utilizing email marketing. All right, so I'm home. I just left Target. I had to pick up a few things, but yeah, I really want to talk to you guys about like why I'm on this journey. So what is my why? And pretty much my why is because I really don't want to go to the grave with my dreams. That's what it is. That's my why. So my why is going to keep me motivated when I cannot keep myself motivated. That's for everyone. Anytime when you are in business, there's going to be crazy days, there's going to be stressful days, and there's going to be days that you want to give up. That's why you have to really know what your why is in order to stay in the game long term. And me, that's my why. And just to give you guys kind of like a background, a small story time, because it's not going to be super long. But when I say because I don't want to go to the grave with my dreams, it's because I almost died. So I had my baby about 6 months ago. He's 6 months now. And everything was good. The pregnancy was good. The actual delivery was decent. It could have been better. It was a couple things I didn't like about things that my doctor did, but that's neither here nor there. But when I got out the hospital from having my baby, about 2 or 3 days later, I had to go back to the hospital. So I was rushed back to the hospital because I couldn't breathe. And as you can imagine, it was a super scary experience for sure. And I got there, my blood pressure was up to like 180. My heart rate was down to about 40. So my heart was not pumping like it should have been. And I had to stay in the hospital for about a week. They had to run a lot of tests, EKGs. They did a CAT scan. They just couldn't really figure out what the heck was going on. But basically my heart, they did an echo on my heart, and it showed like basically my heart was like overworking itself, trying to first of all get the fluid out of my body. So like when I first went home, you know how when you have a baby, obviously you're losing weight, right? Me, I went home and I was getting bigger. So I'm like, okay, something ain't right here because I'm supposed to be losing this baby weight, okay? And how the heck am I getting bigger? And it was so bad that I literally could not even walk because my feet were swelling so bad. So even my husband, when he took me to the hospital, I had to like get a wheelchair. They had to like wheel me in because I could not even walk. Like it was that bad. It was that much fluid that had built up in my body that was not releasing. So when I went to the hospital and they checked all that and they found out that there was issues going on with my heart. And I remember having to stay at the hospital in a room with another patient who was an older lady who had just had a heart attack, and they were going to give her a pacemaker. And like my room, outside of my room said heart failure room, you know, and just like that experience was just so surreal to me because there were a lot of things that I thought about. I mean, I was crying every single day in that hospital. Like I remember like calling my husband from the hospital, like what if I die, you know, just like crying to him, and him just telling me and reminding me like God didn't bring us this far to leave us, and you got to trust in God. Not always trust in God, but just being in a scary situation like that where when I lay down, I don't know if I'm gonna wake back up. You know, it was that bad. It just was a lot for me. And what I kept thinking about was, number one, my newborn baby. I'm like, he will never know me, like if I die, you know, today. And then I was thinking about my children, like who's gonna like take care of them like how I take care of them. Like of course like my husband obviously, but I'm saying like that mom love, who's gonna give that to them? I don't want them to like grow up without me. And then the other main thing that I kept thinking was like, I haven't like lived my dreams. Like I haven't done the things that I really truly want to do. Like, yeah, I've had an amazing career like in corporate and done a lot of great things, but I haven't like done what I want to do really for myself, you know, fully. You know, I'm just getting started on that. I had just been building my other brand for about 2 years, my mom brand. And that's been going great. But I'm talking about the things that I really wanted to do. I was just about to scratch the surface on it. So eventually I was able to go home. I'm not all the way out of the clear now, if I'm being honest. They ended up putting me on some heart meds, and I was on it for probably about 2 or 3 months, but I'm not on any more meds, but they're just kind of like trying to monitor everything, make sure that I'm good and stuff like that. But that also goes to show you guys, like, you have to advocate for yourself and you have to listen to your body, especially after you have a baby, because having a baby does a lot to your body. And there's things that I feel like doctors do that are not all the way right, you know, and I don't even want to get into that. But you have to be able to listen to your body, especially after you have a baby, because they kept commending me on the fact that I did listen to my body and come right in, you know, because they were like, you were on the verge of almost having a heart attack. So yeah, so that's my why. My why is that I do not want to die, and I haven't done the things that I want to do. Like, that's where a lot of people's dreams are, in the graves with them, and like, I just don't want that to be my story. So I always think about that. So when I am getting even the least bit off track or unmotivated or feeling like I can't do something, I always think about that. Like, girl, 6 months ago you were crying to God, asking for him to spare you, to bring you, you know, out of this situation so you would have the opportunity to do these things. So don't complain, kick rocks. You know, I have to get myself in check. Excuse if you hear like this weird sound in the background. I'm pumping right now. But yeah, so that's my why. So I'm about to finish pumping, then I have to meet with this lawyer about this other situation with my husband. We're trying to do this other venture. We still kind of iffy about it, but we're trying to do this other venture or whatever. And got to meet with the lawyer about that over Zoom. And then I'm going to make some content. I'm going to do some work. I have to finish like a couple more edits to my speech that I got coming up next month. Like, your girl is busy, all right? So, but we also going to have some fun on this vlog. It's not going to just be all serious. We're going to do some fun stuff too. So come along. So I have wrapped up the situation with the lawyer. I got so many things going on at once, but pretty much we're trying to do an operating agreement for the business that me and my husband are trying to start. And when you are going into business with a partner, even if it's your spouse, you should always have an operating agreement, basically just a form of work telling you how, like, to run your business. So who's responsible for what you can and cannot do as far as like a member in your LLC. And so like for us, we have like things that tell us how much say we have in certain decisions, like do we vote on certain decisions, how much money we can like take out in regards to the business, like if we're like taking out loans or something like that. Like, we don't want to be one person taking out a loan and the other person not aware of it, or making a decision without the other person. It's just like a lot of details that go into that, but it's really good if you're going into business with a partner, because it like avoids you kind of clashing. And especially like with us being married, I don't want to be arguing with my husband about like that type of stuff. So we just put it in writing, get it in writing, and then God forbid anything could happen to either one of us. So we also want to have in writing what's what. So that's what we're doing. But I do have something that just came in the mail. So this is supposed to make my life a lot easier. The thing that's in this box is supposed to make my life easier. So let's open it. Okay, so don't mind my house. It's dirty. I haven't cleaned up yet, because that's another thing on my to-do list. But I'm about to open this box, and I just got the screwdriver because I don't know. I'm not about to use my fingernails. My fingers are already so damn brittle. Cut that down, babe.
What down?
The TV.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know it was this big actually, but
What is that?
it's a calendar. So comes off like this. And this is a 3-month calendar. Hang it up on the wall.
A marker.
So this is what it looks like. It's huge though, so I'm going to put it up. So let's put it up. All right, so I do have it put up now. So now I'm going to fill it out. So put all my goals on there so I can stay on track. Y'all can hold me accountable. Just something just to be in my face to just let me know like, hey, this is what you need to do. So pretty much my dad told me that this was like a good thing to do or whatever. And we gonna see. So let's go. All right, y'all, so we got company. One thing about it, the show must go on. All right, so I did get a little bit of the calendar done back there, as you can see. I did have to stop because my baby was very tired, so I had to put him to sleep. And in the midst of putting him to sleep, I ended up falling asleep myself. See, so I had to take a midday nap. But I did get some done, so I'm happy with what I got done. And now I just cleaned up too. So when I got up from my nap, cleaned up the house because like this house was looking crazy. I'm still not even done with that, but I'm gonna finish that and then I'm gonna start on my content and then I'm gonna be done for the day. So that's all I got for now. And yeah, I'm gonna shoot my content and then I'll pick back up tomorrow. So what I want to say though is that just how I was distracted because of the fact that my baby started whining, I had to pick him up and I kind of had to navigate with him in my arms and stuff. That's actually been like the most challenging thing thus far, whatever, is having now a newborn baby where my son is a teenager, my stepson is grown. Then I have my daughter who was kind of like out of that stage of like being so reliant on me. And now I have my son now. So it's like, I've been really trying to adjust to having to, I guess, take so much care of someone like where they don't have like the ability to do anything for themselves. And so I have to like stop often what I'm doing as far as like working on my business or whatever and do whatever needs to be done for him. And that can get hard. And like what I've learned is to not put like extreme pressure on myself, just kind of go with the flow and pick back where I left off at. And that's what I try to tell people who's running businesses with kids and stuff like that. Like it is hard. Like I would never sit here and say like, oh, it's just a piece of cake or something like that. It's just that you just have to be like creative and you have to kind of like understand that things are going to happen, things are going to come up. So like I had to take that nap. But besides that, that's all pretty much that I got for today. Tomorrow I have a super busy day with some things with my business bestie, and then of course like spending time with the kids and then doing some more work. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and I hope you guys return for more. And just thank you guys for holding me accountable and for coming to check me out. All right. Welcome to day 2 of the weekend vlog. And I did tell you guys that each vlog will have a quote at the beginning. So the quote for today is, if your ship doesn't come, then swim out to get it. And I love that quote because a lot of us, we want to sit around and wait for things to come to us, but us ambitious souls, we go and we swim out to get whatever it is that we want. So today I am pretty much meeting with my business bestie. We're having our monthly strategy meeting. We're actually like probably about a week earlier than we normally are, and that's because February is just like jam-packed for me. Like, I have so many opportunities and so much stuff to do in February that I'm gonna be super busy. So I want to go ahead and get this out the way now. So we're gonna meet, we're gonna go over a couple strategies. In particular, I'm gonna be working on a lot of building a lot of email marketing campaigns. So me and her are gonna go over that and discuss ideas, because I just feel like as entrepreneurs and business owners, a lot of us, we really leave a lot of money on the table with not utilizing email marketing. So I'm going to be going over that and trying to find different campaigns and stuff like that, just trying to do something different. So we're talking about that. I'm also trying to get together some freebies that I'm going to be giving you guys that are subscribed to me. I'm going to be putting those on my website. I am going through a website revamp. And so yeah, I just have so much stuff going on right now. And then on top of that, of course, being a mom, I just literally dropped off my son. He has his first little job. He's been working there for almost like a year. Like, he's a working man, I'm telling you. Like, he has his little job, so I just dropped him off or whatever. And then I got the kids I got to get back to after that. So it's just really not difficult, but it's just different, put it like that. Trying to do all of this again and incorporate something new on top of like being a newer mom, you know, again. So we're having my son, so I really took like a nice little break, you know, to make sure that I'm bonding with him. But now he's 6 months, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable with jumping back out there and really trying to take this business to the next level. But yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to go eat some good food, chit chat with her, come up with some dope strategies, and then go from there. I do have a lot of content that I also have to make tonight, you know, because tonight is Sunday night and I have to get that done. And yeah, that's what I'm doing for today. So yeah. So I am back from my meeting with my business bestie, and the meeting went very well. We got a lot of ground covered, and I'm just excited about what's next to come next month. And as you can see, I have to feed this greedy little baby because he's cutting up. But after I get done feeding him and spend a little time with him and putting him and my daughter to bed, then I'm going to work on my content and we're going to call it a day for today. So yeah, so that's it for me. And thank you guys for joining this vlog, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.